Now, a 19-year-old from Littleover with a rare neurological disease is walking 4,500 miles around Britain's coastline. Barney Lee was recently diagnosed with HNPP, hereditary neuropathy with liability to pressure palsies, which has affected his mobility and causes fatigue. Yesterday was the first day of his walk, which is expected to take 14 months in total to complete. Delighted to say that Barney Lee joins us now. Good morning, Barney.
Good morning. It's good to be here.
Thank you so much for taking the time out to chat to us. Now, you set up from Mablethorpe yesterday. Where are you now?
I'm just on the other side of Skegness. I've walked through Skegness last night and pitched up camp just on the other side.
Okay, and how was the first day?
Oh, it was tiring. It was very tiring. My feet hurt, my shoulders hurt, a little bit of chafage, but you know what? After a night's rest, I'm better and raring to go.
Barney, do you know what? That's your positive attitude to this is just amazing, because I know obviously your condition affects your mobility and causes fatigue. So why did you decide to do this walk?
Well, at the moment, there's no cure and there's no treatment options, and I can sit around and do nothing. But the only way that I can see that a change can be made is awareness being created, and through awareness, medical companies taking notice, more people getting diagnosed, there's more of a chance of it being picked up by people.
Now, Barney, how has your life changed since being diagnosed with HNPP?
Well, I've had to change career paths and what I wanted to do. I wanted to become like an all-round handyman, do up a house and sell it on all myself. But because my hands have gone through periodic episodes of paralysis and numbness, so doing plumbing and landscape gardening, which I was doing, is a bad idea. It could lead to not permanent paralysis, but very long-term paralysis. I've got muscle weakness in my hands and different parts of my body, so I can't do that really. I shouldn't. So that's how it's affected me in the major way.
Okay, so looking ahead to sort of like a future job, what do you have in mind after you've completed your walk?
Well, I'll have a lot of time to think about it over this walk. I'm not sure exactly what I want to go into. This idea is still to go into property development, possibly, and just get other people to do it and me do a bit of it. Really, the world's my oyster, you know. Anything could happen.
Absolutely, and with, like you said, with 14 months walking, you will obviously have a lot of time to think. Are you doing this alone, or are you going to be joined by family and friends at some point?
So the first day, yesterday, I was dropped off in Mablethorpe by my family. It was about a 27.8 kilometre day, so that's 17 miles, so that was quite a long day.
Yeah.
And then people will be joining me along the way. I've got someone joining me on the 5th of August. No, what's it? The 5th day that I'm doing it. It's day 2 now, so in a few days, I have someone joining me. I'm staying with someone tomorrow night near Boston, and then I've got someone a few days after that. So I'll see people along the way, but a lot of it will be by myself.
Okay. Now, I know that you have a very strong faith. How will that help you complete such a massive task? It's a massive undertaking, what you're doing.
Yeah. So I guess people would say that you'd be alone and you'd get bored and you'd go to times of despair, and obviously that will happen because there are low times and there are high times. But even though I'm not with people all the time, I've always got God with me, and that is something I lean on. That is something I take pride in, and that God helps me out of situations. He gives me strength when I don't have it, and it's just kind of a friend and a helping hand along the way.
Well, Barney, do you know what? We'd love to sort of keep up to date with your walk and find out how you're getting on in the future. So we'll keep in touch with you if that's okay. And do you know what? We wish you all the very, very best of luck. I think what you're doing is amazing, and I really, really hope it raises awareness of the condition. And I hope you get through it with a lot of support. And I'm sure that people will just turn up and maybe walk beside you, which would be amazing. Barney Lee, thank you so much. That's Barney Lee from Littleover, who is walking 4,500 miles around Britain's coastline, just raising awareness of his condition, which is HNPP, and we wish him the very, very best of luck.